Hello guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Today on this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to make your own delicious crunchy chinchin with the use of the kitchen equipment you have. You don't have to buy luxurious items, the caterer's items before you can make your own perfect chinchin. So stay tuned. The ingredients I'm going to be using for today's cooking class are the Milk Flavour, King's Cooking, margarine. I have my top active baking powder, my nutmeg, flour, and then the sugar. Let's now dive into making of the chinchin. The first thing you should do is to make sure you wash your hands thoroughly with soap and water. We'll be using 2 cups of flour, half teaspoon of baking powder. You grate your nutmeg into your mixture, just a little quantity. You add the Milk Flavour, 4 teaspoons of the Milk Flavour, but if you are using tablespoons, you use 2 tablespoonfuls of the Milk Flavour so that it can be rich very well. And make sure that you are adding all your dry ingredients first before you add in the wet ingredients like the butter, the water. If you are making use of milk, you add the milk. Then you add your half cup of sugar to the mixture. Make sure you don't put too much of sugar. Now it's time for you to mix together all the dry ingredients. You have to mix them together very well. You mix it gently. Don't be too hard on it though. Shey gets. The next thing we'll be adding is a half cup of butter. The half cup of butter should be well incorporated into the flour mixture. Make sure you are not putting too much of butter so that your chinchin dough will not swallow or your vegetable. And you know vegetable is very expensive now. After all the ingredients has been well mixed together, now it's time to add your water. Make sure that you're adding your water bit by bit. You don't want to add too much so that your mixture will not become watery. So you mix it gently. You use the tip of your finger to mix. When your dough begins to form, you need to add more flour because your dough will definitely become sticky as you begin to mix it together because of the flour and the mixture and the butter mixture. So it will start gluing to the tip of your finger. You can see that. So then you add more flour, but be careful not to add too much of flour so that your dough will not become excessively strong. Now it's time to transfer your dough to the chopping board for proper kneading. Alright, so after you have achieved your desired texture, which you should know at this point that your dough should not be hard, because if your dough is hard, then your end products will be too hard and it will not be nice at all. You'll be eating it and all your head will be aching you. No, we don't want that. So after then, you leave your dough to rest for some minutes.
A few moments later.
Now our dough is ready. At this stage, what you need to do is to portion your dough into smaller bits so it can be easy to roll out. After you have portioned your dough, you need each of it gently before you start to roll it out. You need it so that you can just get it to be in shape again. Do you understand? So you need just for a few seconds, don't need for too long. And after kneading, you roll it out. You need to apply little flour on your equipment that you are using to cut it out. You can use your cutter or you can use your kitchen knife. Then you cut it out, you shape it so that your chinchin can have a good shape. You don't want your chinchin to start looking like amoeba. So you use your cutter to cut it out and then you shape. So after you shape, you are also expected to roll it out again with your rolling pin. And after rolling it out, you will see that it will double in size. Look at that, it has doubled its size. So then you can now cut it out. You cut it in a vertical way depending on how you want your shape to look like. Now is the time to do some frying. Put one of the cut dough into the vegetable oil to test if it is hot enough. Then if it is hot, as you can see, it's already frying. You get on it, fry your chinchin, but be careful not to burn your chinchin. So for you to avoid burning, you have to keep stirring as you are frying. You stir your chinchin on fire till you achieve a golden brown color or any color you desire to have, but just make sure that your chinchin is attractive. And you should know at this point that once your chinchin is cold, the color will come out well. So be careful not to over fry it. Now this is the end product of our chinchin. Wow, this is so good looking and it's sure delicious. If you loved today's cooking class, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like this video, and of course subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let me know your view about this video in the comment section, and once you try it, don't forget to share your experience with me. Go ahead, make that lovely, crunchy, delicious snack you have always wanted to do. Thank you for tuning in today. See you all in my next video. Bye.